Hi, a very good morning to you. It's nice to have all of you here on this bright morning. This is RN Bhaskar from BKBB, an acronym for Bhaskar Ki Business Baatein. And this is a channel where we bring to you policy analysis, conversations, and occasional business stories every week. But right now, at 8:50 in the morning, we bring to you news behind the news. Every morning till tomorrow, after which we go into weekly format on Saturdays. And yes, stay tuned in because we're still bringing news behind the news. Only the format changes. We want to remain relevant to you and to the markets and still come up with stuff that normally you won't find in most publications. Okay. Today my co-anchors are Shivangi, welcome, and Janavi, welcome. The three of us together will discuss the following stories that are given on your screen. And the stories are, the first one is about the Prime Minister announcing a large scheme for rare earths. We think it's misplaced. The second one is on how the government wants, the RBI has warned about digital frauds. High time. And the third one is the Prime Minister's exhortation to the entire country and the world that the right time to invest and innovate is now. Okay, let's begin with the first story. Everyone's talking rare earths. Rare earths is what allowed China to twist even America's arm. And America had no choice but to submit to China's demands. India wants rare earths, and China has been a little slow in providing rare earths to India. China is also scared that India might become a rerouting point for rare earths to other countries. Anyway, whatever the reasons, Prime Minister Modi believes that India should start mining rare earths and creating rare earths itself, and has allocated a large amount of money. The demand is growing. People are excited at this prospect, but there are two caveats. Rare earths is not an easy business. It is not easy as gold mining, and India's success in gold mining is well known. India still produces only 2 tons of gold every year. India is terrible at policy making, even for gold, and wants to create a policy for rare earths. Third, the largest reserves of rare earths other than China are in Russia and in Australia. India already has mining projects in Australia. It should look at Australia and do a joint mining project there. Australia has the skills. It's the best in mining in the world. Why isn't India doing that? In fact, in November 23, as the picture will tell you, India even announced a gold project in Australia. And when you could do gold in Australia, and Adani already has coal mining in Australia, we have a shipping lane in shipping port in Australia. Why don't we do it with Australia? Why spend 7,300 speculating in a country which does not have proven reserves and does not even have the skills? We think the policy is a little half-baked at this stage. India loves announcing policies without any real homework. Anyway, that takes us to the next story. And the next story is about the RBI. Come in, Shivangi.
RBI flags rising digital frauds as cybercrime surge across India. Well, digital India is growing fast, and so is the digital frauds. And now even the Reserve Bank of India is sounding the alarm. Well, in a recent address to global fintech RBI government Sanjay Malhotra about the sharp rise in digital frauds, said that using fintech companies to focus on building secure, easy to use and service, especially for the all vulnerable group. Well, designers here to emphasize on that design service are so simple. There's no need for customer service in first place. Well, Malhotra also revealed that the RBI is working on new system called as Unified Market Interface, which could change how financial services like CDBC and tokenized assets work. Another big move is like a major initiative for data aggregation under the Unified Lending Interface or ULI are being called as landmark step for to support inclusive credit growth. But here's a bigger concern, that hard data on cybercrime. Well, a government report shows that the cyber crime has surged in India from 50,000 cases in 2020 to nearly 66,000 in 2022. Well, if we do a short breakdown, if we Telangana from 5,000 to over 15,000 cases in just 2 years. Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh aren't far behind with steady rises. Maharashtra also shows a jump from, that is, 5,000 to 4,000 cases to nearly 8,300. And remembering this doesn't include 2003 or 2024 data which hasn't been released yet. Well, digital infrastructure is expanding, but so are the risks. While fintechs and regulates builds a smarter system, users to need to stay alert and informed. Well, what do you think about this, sir?
The issue of cybercrime is serious, and the RBI is right to flag it. But the RBI should answer two other questions. It should address two other issues. One is the number of bogus accounts. Every cyber fraud goes into an account where the owner is not traceable and the money disappears. Why are the owners not traceable? Because they're bogus accounts. Stop the bogus accounts right away. Point two, to stop cybercrime, you need a strong e-commerce regulator. The government had tabled this in Parliament almost 10 years ago. It has still not managed to get an e-commerce regulator while it talks of every other kind of regulation. You can't have a stoppage to cybercrime without addressing these two basic issues. Maybe the governor should address these two issues as well. Thanks, Shivangi. Very useful. Good luck to you. And now we go to the third story, which is on the right time to invest is now, says the Prime Minister. Janvi, come in.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi says this is the best time to invest, innovate, and make in India. Speaking at the Indian Mobile Congress 2025, the PM highlighted how far India has come in its digital journey, from struggling with 2G connectivity just a decade ago to achieving 5G coverage across almost every district today. He called this transformation proof that India's technological ambitions are no longer a dream, but an accelerating reality. So Modi said that the country's mindset is now firmly focused on expanding industry and investment, and he urged both the global and domestic players alike to see India as not just a market but a manufacturing and innovation hub. The timing of this message is strategic because India is pushing to secure 10% global 6G patents as announced by the telecom minister at the same event. So that goal signals a clear intent that India just doesn't want to just consume technology anymore. It wants to create and own it. The broader narrative here fits perfectly into the government's Digital Bharat and Viksit Bharat 2047 vision, combining infrastructure expansion with policy reforms to attract capital and capability both. So, with 5G already transforming sectors like manufacturing and logistics and healthcare, and with AI and semiconductors in the spotlight as well, India is positioning itself as a serious player in the global tech economy. India's policy ecosystem, from PLI schemes and digital infrastructure, is converging to make large scale innovation feasible. But for this momentum to last, experts say that regulatory clarity, R&D, incentives, and skilled talent also become key factors here. So, what are your takeaways from this, sir?
Thank you. Thank you, Janvi. A very interesting statement by the Prime Minister. But if this is the right time to invest, the Prime Minister needs to address two other issues. One, improve the business climate and investment climate. Investors are leaving India. They are not coming to India. If you want money to stay in India, your climate for investments has to be better than what it is now. And there's a second issue. You're talking investing. Investments take place where the market is right priced. Today, the market is speculative. India accounts for 60% of global speculative trading, even though it has only 4% market capitalization. The US has 2%. Stop the speculation. The market is overheated. It's overvalued. Money will not come into an overvalued market. It'll take the money away. You need to focus on manufacturing. You need to reduce the focus on speculation, and you need to make the investment climate very attractive. Thank you, Jahnavi. Very useful information for us, especially when the Prime Minister echoes it. Thank you. And that brings me to the end of today's session. But before I go on to questions and comments, my usual reminder, please click the subscribe button. It helps us. But more importantly, click the like button. That improves the algorithms that we have with YouTube. And the third most important thing is, please tell all your friends about us. That's the way we grow. That's the way we expand faster than we are right now. And that takes me to the comments that have started coming in. And the first comment is, why can't India do rare earths mining in India itself? Good question. Atmanirbhar Bharat, Viksit Bharat. But please understand, one of the oldest commodities in the world is gold. Have we created the right mining environment for gold? Have we created the right mining policy for gold? And you want to go to a policy for rare earths, which is more complicated? Remember, coal mining itself took so many decades to have a policy where private sector participation could take place. Mining is not such an easy job. Plus, rare earths mining needs refining after the ore is taken out. That is a skill that very few countries have. Even America does not have it. So go easy. Partner with countries that have the technology, that have the brains, that understand mining. That's a better route. Atmanirbhar Bharat is a great slogan, but only where we have the capabilities. And that takes us to the second question. The second question is, how can the RBI stop bogus accounts? Well, the RBI is doing the right thing. If you notice, the last 6 months, the RBI has asked all banks to do the KYC rigorously. Even if their KYC has been done before, they wanted to submit documents and come in person. While it has not said so, implicitly it's understood that bogus accounts are the cause for much of the cybercrime. So, well, it's doing the right thing there. The next thing it should do is tell the government, if you can't appoint a regulator, RBI is ready to be the regulator. But there must be an e-commerce regulator. You can't have transaction at the speed of lightning and dispute resolution taking place 6 months, 1 year later. It doesn't work. And you need to create laws for internet, for transactions, which is within the RBI's domain. So either the government does it or RBI takes it up. And that takes us to the third question. And the third question is about, what should Indians do for investing in India? Well, first, if you're looking at tips, this is another place. Second, to invest in India, if you have the right methods to invest without capital, go ahead. If you have to invest capital, then you have to be very careful because the market's overhyped. The market's oversold. Be careful. Don't spend capital. This is the time when people are losing money. It's good to keep your money safe with you till the dust clears. And that finishes my question, answers, and responses for now. But yes, once again, please remember, tomorrow will be the last daily morning podcast. From next week, we'll appear on Saturday, 8:15 in the morning, as a weekly analysis of news rather than a daily analysis of news. But thanks most of all for being here, for watching. And yes, have a wonderful day ahead and look forward to seeing you once again tomorrow. Take care. Good luck.